this responsible software design, responsible adoption type of things. And there we are looking for answers. For instance, how does blockchain or smart contract promote consumers' sustainable consumption decision making? So here what we are basically doing, we are developing smart contracts, we are developing the dApps, and then we are taking it to the end users and then telling them whether they are because they can now trace what happened in the network. I mean, all the transactions they can trace, and based on that, whether they will behave in a more sustainable way or not. I will show you one example on example paper. I will go to my Google Scholar profile in a minute, and I will show you some example research that we have been doing. And then the other research question, to what extent companies trust each other if blockchain is used in the ecosystem? How to develop regulatory compliant blockchain? So this is also, I mentioned you that our one of the major research area is how we develop regulatory compliant blockchain, especially GDPR in Europe. And then in some projects we have combined AI and IoT. How blockchain or smart contracts can ensure that the AI models are trained with unbiased data. And in one of the projects, we have used blockchain as a secure storage system. It was an AI project, but we are using blockchain for secured storage. So now I will quickly go to my research scholar, Google Scholar profile, and I will give you a few example, show you a few example research that we have been doing. Just a moment. Yeah. Okay. So you can see probably my screen. And then you could see this one paper, the second one, blockchain-based e-commerce platform and sustainable products, how transparency influences consumer willingness to pay high price. So what we basically did here, we developed a dApp, and then with the help of the dApp, the consumers or individuals like us can see. So we have developed the e-commerce dApp basically. So you can see that from where the products are manufactured. For instance, we are talking about our clothings, fashion industry. We are talking about in this paper. So from where the materials have been sourced, and whether how much percentage of cotton you have used. So basically everything, all information has been there. And then we are showing it to the end user, or means consumer, or buyers. And then we are asking that, okay, if you can track your product this way, I mean your clothes, your shirt this way, and you are sure that it is sustainable, it is developed from a sustainable product, a sustainable material, it has been it has been produced in an ethical way, will you pay more for such kind of products? So how transparency influences consumer willingness to pay high price. So that kind of thing we have done here. And then here also, if I open this paper, let me open it, and so I will show you what kind of dApp we had. So as you can see, this is our the user interface of our blockchain based app. So here you can just read the blockchain-based QR code, and once you go to that, you will find all the information of that particular product. For instance, 40% fiber from wood, 52% from plants, and it's a sustainable supplier, and it is certified sustainable supplier, and carbon dioxide emission information, and so much information we have provided. And even we have provided also sustainable work environment, like 45% female and 55% staff, male staff, and so much information we have provided. And the question is, if you provide this type of detailed information, will that will that reduce your uncertainty level? Will it increase your satisfaction level as a consumer? Will you trust it more? Will it make you more satisfied? And then will it reduce your sustainability concerns? Because here you can track everything. So if this kind of research, this is a combination of behavioral research and design research that I was mentioning previously. So we have designed the application, and then we have asked the consumer for their behavior, that are they happy with it? Are they satisfied with it? Is it helping them to reduce their uncertainty, and so on. So this is one very nice example where you could do both behavioral research and design research together, both computer science and business together. Socio-technical research you can do. And then what else? Okay, and then maybe I can give a few more example. Like, here we are talking about blockchain-based information security and privacy protection. How blockchain can be used for information security and privacy protection, that kind of thing, challenges and future decisions, directions we have tried to identify. And then this one, blockchain for sustainable consumption. Let's take a look on this one. Let me open the file. And here also kind of similar concept that if I go at the end, I can show you that we had, where is it? Yeah. So we had this app. So previously we had it a computer version, but now we have it on the phone. So similarly, we used it, and we showed it to the customers, or the consumers, and then we try to understand if, just a moment, yeah, if it increases their purchase intention, whether they would like to buy from such kind of e-commerce platform, whether this system is improving the efficiency, whether it is improving their level of trust, whether it is improving their information clarity, sustainable information clarity, and then whether ultimately it is increasing their purchase intention, that they will purchase more from such website. Okay, and then let's still, oops. Okay, and then let's still move forward, and then yeah, so here you can see this blockchain and explainable AI for enhanced decision making in cyber threat detection. So what we are doing here, we combine blockchain and AI, and then we are using it in the context of supply chain, cyber threat detection, decision making. Then you can see also this one, blockchain adoption decision-making process in business. So here we try to understand how does a company or business use business, makes decision for adopting blockchain in their organization. So decision-making framework we try to develop there. This is also another example promoting sustainable product authenticity through digital supply chain integration and collaboration. So here also we have used some kind of blockchain-based app and for the supply chain to promote the product authenticity, to increase the product authenticity, the trust level of the product's authenticity. And you will find many such example. Okay, so this one, designing GDPR compliant credential verification using blockchain. So this is the paper I was telling, that where we have designed GDPR compliant blockchain based certificate verification platform. So we try to identify the requirements from regulations, and then we developed the system. We developed the system architecture. We developed the UI. We developed the smart contracts and everything. Uh, and then here you can see this blockchain-based authentication and explainable AI for securing consumer IoT applications. So again, we combined blockchain-based authentication. We are using blockchain for authentication and then explainable AI for securing consumer IoT. We have also this paper here. You can see the deep learning integrated blockchain framework for securing industrial IoT. Explainable AI and blockchain for metaverse. Blockchain orchestrated deep learning approach for secure data transmission in IoT-enabled healthcare. So as you can see that we have combined blockchain and other technologies, AI, deep learning, IoT, and so on. Okay. Okay, now I will stop sharing these and I will continue with my slide again. Are you with me, class?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay, so I have given many examples from my own research and my team's own research. And even you also mentioned about many research opportunities about scalability improvement. And as you know that scalability is a problem. So one way of doing it, for instance, is sharding and consensus mechanism. So improving scalability by innovative sharding techniques, for instance. So the idea here is that instead of every node, for instance, in Ethereum, every node processing every transaction, we can divide the blockchain into smaller parallel chains called shards. And each then as you have divided, and then each shard can handle its own transactions and smart contracts independent of the others. So this is how you can make it faster. So for instance, if there are, let's say, three such divisions, so then first one might handle transactions related to decentralized finance things. So if there are, and then the second one may be handling NFTs, transactions of NFTs, and the third one may be handling gaming applications. So this is how you can, that that's just an hypothetical scenario here, that you can just break it. Sorry. Sorry. So you can just break it, and then each one of them can handle one type of platform. And this is how you can probably increase the scalability of 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 the blockchain. And then more research can be done. For instance, this high throughput blockchain investigating new ways to increase the throughput of blockchains while maintaining decentralization and security. Then sustainable consensus algorithm development. This proof of work is no way sustainable. So other consensus algorithms needs to be there, and there are such consensus algorithms which are much more sustainable. Then investigating ways to reduce environmental impact of blockchain technologies and the carbon footprint associated with mining. So this is also, I would say, quite much related to consensus algorithm. If you are not using proof of work, if you are using some other lightweight consensus algorithm, then most likely you will be able to tackle this. Then interoperability. This is a big issue, and some improvement has happened, but I think more research is needed. Research into improving interoperability between different blockchain networks, enabling seamless transfers of assets and data. So the different blockchains should interact with each other. The smart contract that you develop for one blockchain should be usable in other blockchain. And then investigating how quantum computing could potentially break existing cryptographic algorithms and developing quantum resistant cryptography for blockchain systems. So this is also something which has come as a research topic, because we are talking quite a lot about quantum computing at the moment. And then more research where you add a blockchain in top of with other tech. And I have already shown in from my Google Scholar profile that we have been doing exactly same thing. For instance, exploring how blockchain can enhance security, privacy, and scalability of IoT systems. And you have seen in one or two of my papers, we are tackling exactly this thing, exploring how blockchain can enhance security, privacy of IoT systems in different contexts. And then examining how blockchain could be used in conjunction with artificial intelligence to create decentralized AI models and secure data sharing among AI agents. So if you have how to securely share data and create decentralized AI models. And then researching how blockchain can support the next generation wireless networks, ensuring security, privacy, and decentralized control. In fact, I have probably a few articles where we talked about blockchain and 6G or 5G, I don't remember, but there would be something about that. Uh, then more research is still investigating how blockchain can help improve energy grid management, track renewable energy production, and enhance carbon credit trading. So basically, the idea is that how to trace is just similar to what we were doing in our research related to this fashion industry that I just showed. So we are trying to trace the fashion industry's develop manufacturing process, and then we were showing it to the consumer. So similar, this is kind of a similar traceability type of thing. And then the next one, exploring blockchain's role in facilitating circular economy, tracking products through their life cycle, and encouraging sustainability in production and consumption. This is exactly the same thing that we have done in our this fashion industry example in our the paper that I showed. So we tracked the product's life cycle, our clothing's life cycle, and then we encouraged sustainable production for the organizations, for the manufacturers, and also we showed it to the end users, or I mean consumers, and asked them even if they are satisfied with such kind of system, or if it is helping them to reduce their uncertainty about sustainability, and whether they are willing to pay more for such things. And then the research into improving the user experience of dApps. So, I think you already mentioned that one of the job profile could be user experience designer. So, and also from the research side, user experience research, HCI research, particularly considering dApps, to make sure that the dApps are more accessible and widely adopted by even non-technical users. And then funding opportunities in EU landscape and also in the Indian thing. I think there are many calls at the moment or in the past who are asking for project ideas about decentralized systems in the European Union and the European Commission. And very interestingly, that there is also collaboration with Indian institution, and India is also participating in some of those calls. Not all, but some of them, in some of those calls, they are participating. And I have been also approached by several Indian professors regarding this, so that we could develop some kind of collaboration or jointly apply for funding. So this is something, maybe if there are some senior people in this meeting at this moment, you can consider, and we can look for if there are some such opportunities. And not only in the European Union calls, in the Finland call also, Research Council of Finland, they also has some joint calls with India. And then also there is also this Business Finland, they have a call also. They have a program with India even. Their target market is emerging economies, and one of the main target area is India. And joint collaboration with India means that with the institutions, with the educational institution in India, but also with the companies in India. So that kind of calls are existing. So need to see if some funding applications can be made in the future. And not only that, my university, LUT University, is very much interested in joint collaboration in terms of double degree programs. And currently, I am in talk with both IIM and IIT. IIM in Kolikor, I am in talk with, and then in IIT Delhi, we are in talk with. So basically, the idea is that double degree programs in bachelor, masters, or even PhD levels. So I am now in talk with IIM Kolikor about PhD level double degree program. But it is also possible to have bachelor and master's level program, joint program, and where maybe we have such programs, for instance, with the with Chinese institution. So what happens that in the bachelor level, students, they study 1 year or 2 year in China, and then 2 years in Finland, and then they get a double degree certificate, meaning that one certificate from my university, Lut University, and then another from the Chinese university. So this kind of double degree agreement, double degree possibilities could be looked forward. And I do not know if Divya is here. If not, if you are there, maybe we can at some point discuss if you are interested. If MN and IT is interested, we can explore such opportunities, and then
Sure,
you will find exploring. Sorry.
surely we will be discussing
Yeah,
on these points. It would be very beneficial for our BTech,
yeah,
MTech students and postdoc programs
yeah,
for PhD students.
yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. So that this is now all about that. But then I will go for some job outlooks. I still have, let's say, 10-15 minutes left. So then I will go for this job outlook, and then I will finish. So I think you already mentioned different types of jobs possibilities are there. For instance, blockchain developer, engineer, smart contract developer, engineer, Web3 developer, blockchain architect, specialist, backend engineer. But from the business side, also you have this business analyst possibility, marketing manager possibility. So basically, any types of jobs where when for the Web 2 that we have now, or normal apps development that we have now, I think similar type of jobs are possible, but the technology will change a little bit. But other than that, I think similar all types of jobs that you can see could be available also for the blockchain if it becomes very popular. And I was checking on LinkedIn about the possible jobs. There are jobs, but not like huge number of jobs, but jobs are there about blockchain. And then the required skills. Of course, you need the smart contract development skills that we have tried in this course. So Solidity, Viper, and then on the front end, maybe you need other programming languages, JavaScript, Python, and then you need Remix IDE, Truffle, Hard Hat, Web3.js. So these things would be needed. And then on the platform point of view, Ethereum, possibly one of the biggest one, so as the Hyperledger. So in most job calls that I have observed, they are asking for Hyperledger or Ethereum. But then there's Cardano or ADA. Cardano is also quite. It used to be popular in the past, few couple of years ago, but not much at this moment maybe. And then of course you need to know the regulations. And then I will show you some funding opportunities that Cardano is providing. Cardano funds some small projects, and then you can look at this website. Let's now go to that website quickly, or maybe I will first finish this these slides, and then I will show you this Cardano funding possibility at the end. Then I don't need to change the reshare again. Uh, yeah, so I think okay, so that was the last slide. So I will now quickly show you the Cardano funding opportunities. So let me share. Yeah. So okay, what is that? Okay, now maybe I need to find the just a moment. I'm not looking for the Cardano ecosystem, but I'm looking for that link. Let me find it. So idea. Okay, copy. And then, yeah. Yeah, so here you will see so here you see view ideas. And as you can see, Cardano has been funding by different calls. So Fund 3, Fund 4, Fund 5, Fund 6, Fund 7, Fund 8, and so on. It is called Catalyst, Project Catalyst, Cardano Project Catalyst. And they have this kind of funding calls. I do not know the frequency of it, but every 3 or 6 months, they have such kind of call. And then what you need to do, you need to you need to go and submit your proposal. So in each funding, there many groups they submit their proposal. So these are their proposals. And then they also explain the proposals. So what they want to do, this is a problem for it is an old one, but let's say still the problem statement, answer, and then how much money they are asking for. So this much money they have asked for. So what you can do, like if when the calls are open, you can give some innovative ideas and then how to solve it, and this kind of schedule you need to give. The idea needs to be very concrete and so on. And then after the call ends, there is a mechanism. There is some upvote, downvote mechanism. I forgot now who votes for such things, but there is a voting mechanism. And then once this voting mechanism ends, then they decide which ones are funded. So you need to get a lot of upvote. If you get a sufficient number of upvote and less downvote, I think they calculate it somehow. I forgot. I participated once a couple of years ago, but now I completely forgot what was the process. But anyway, the point, if you read here, you will most likely find it. And I think this fund 19, fund 13 was open. It expired, just expired. 21st of February it expired, but I think pretty sure that after a few months, more this new funding will be new call will be open again. And then you can make a group of yourself, 2-3 people, and then try to propose this kind of ideas. For instance, this the 5 months ago. Okay, so this is a project that they put 5 months ago, and they even provided their white paper, some link they provided. Please describe your proposed solution. So here they have described their proposed solution, what kind of impact it will bring, and so on. Oh, this is very long. And then maybe how much money they are asking for, they have also written somewhere. So if you just go through the different projects, even if you don't apply, but if you go to the come here and then try to see what kind of projects they are doing, you already have ideas that what kind of things you could develop and what kind of business ideas you might have. Okay. All right. Any any question? I think I'm done with the lecture, and it was so nice to have you so many here today. Any question? Any comment? Any final thought? Okay. If there are no more questions, I now hand it over to Dr. Divya.
Okay, sir. So I wish good luck to all the participants for their future blockchain pursuits, and I thank you for the very informative session on blockchains that you were delivering from the past 5 years. Now there are certain leftovers that we have to discuss. So all the participants who have been attending this workshop since the last 5 years, so since the last 5 days, I have to share two things. The one is the link for today's attendance, and that I am going to share it in the chat box right now. So this is day 5 attendance. It is a mandatory requirement for every GAN participant, and another mandatory requirement from the GAN authorities is that you have to provide an event feedback also. So this is also mandatory for further proceedings. It is I'm sharing the second link. That is the event feedback. So if my volunteers are there, can they quickly open the links and see whether both the forms are accepting the responses or not? My volunteers can quickly open that and respond.
Sir, actually the event feedback form is the same as the attendance sheet.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me attend. Let me. I think it was a mistake in copy paste. So let me copy it again, and it is event feedback. Again, I am sending it. Can you now verify that?
Yes, sir.
So thank you, and I now request everybody to please open their cameras if they can, so that we can have at least a group photograph on Microsoft Teams. If you all can please share your cameras so that we can have a last day photograph. Volunteers, please, it will be good if you please open your cameras so that I can click photograph by snapshotting my screen. Thank you, Keshav. So Radul, Sudhanshu ji, Shubhankar, Kamakhya is also here. So give me a moment, please, so that I can prepare it. Actually, there are multiple screens, so it is taking time. Please bear with me. So thank you very much. Now I invite Kamakhya Chaturvedi, a postgraduate student of our institute, to please deliver the vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, sir. Very good afternoon to all of you. I, Kamakhya Chaturvedi, a postgraduate student at Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad, is here to deliver the vote of thanks. I, on the behalf of the Department of Computer Science, heartily thank our Honorable Director, Professor R.S. Verma, to allow and insist us to host such a knowledgeful workshop. He has been a consistent source of motivation to carry out to research development activities at our institute. I also wish to thank Professor A.K.M. Nazmul Islam from LUT University, Finland, for accepting our invitation for delivering such a knowledgeful session. We have certainly developed good insight into the code of blockchain. Uh, he, despite of his unfavorable health conditions, has regularly taught enthusiastically in every session. I also thank the local coordinator of GYAN, Professor G.P. Sahu, for his support. I also thank my thesis supervisor, Lieutenant Kumar sir, for his sincere effort behind organizing this workshop. I also thank all the participants from different universities for registering with us. I also thank to wish our student volunteer Keshav Pari, Mridul Kumar, and Shubhankar Roy for their dedicated efforts.
Divya, you are mute. You are mute.
Sir, you're not audible, sir.
Thank you, Kamakhya. I also thank everybody else who is directly or indirectly involved in the organization. Our web team admin who is supporting us with the Microsoft Teams. Also, I am also thankful to him. And now participants can leave, and just make sure that you have filled the attendance and feedback form today itself. Sir, we will be meeting just right after in a different meeting, so that we can finalize the certain forms that we have to fill.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
thank you everybody.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Take care, everyone.